Picture this, a city so ancient it predates the very invention of agriculture, a place that has completely revolutionized our understanding of human civilization's birth. Welcome to Göbekli Tepe, the world's oldest known religious complex, standing proudly for an astounding 12,000 years. This remarkable site has forced us to rewrite our history books and question everything we thought we knew about early human capabilities. Located in modern-day Turkey, Göbekli Tepe presents us with an archaeological mystery that continues to challenge our fundamental assumptions about prehistoric human societies. The massive T-shaped pillars, some reaching heights of 20 feet and weighing up to 20 tons, stand as silent testimonials to the incredible achievements of our ancestors. What makes this discovery particularly extraordinary is that these structures were built by people who, according to conventional wisdom, should have been simple hunter-gatherers, moving from place to place in search of food. The sophistication of Göbekli Tepe's construction suggests something far more complex than what we previously believed about our prehistoric ancestors. These weren't just primitive nomads, they were skilled architects and artists who could coordinate large-scale construction projects. The intricate carvings of animals, abstract symbols, and human figures that adorn these massive stone pillars reveal a rich, symbolic world and sophisticated cultural traditions that existed millennia before the emergence of writing. Perhaps most intriguingly, this site forces us to confront a fundamental question that has puzzled archaeologists since its discovery. Who were these extraordinary people who managed to build such monumental structures at a time when we thought humans were merely surviving day to day? How did they organize their society to accomplish such a feat? The presence of Göbekli Tepe suggests that complex social organization and large-scale cooperation existed long before the advent of agriculture and settled communities. This isn't just another archaeological site. It's a window into a crucial moment in human history that challenges everything we thought we knew about the capabilities of our ancient ancestors. It stands as proof that human ingenuity and the drive to create something greater than ourselves has been with us far longer than we ever imagined. If you're passionate about archaeological mysteries that challenge our understanding of human history, join us as we delve deeper into the secrets of Göbekli Tepe. Stay tuned to the dawn of humankind for more fascinating discoveries that continue to reshape our understanding of human civilization's earliest chapters. Göbekli Tepe emerges from a pivotal moment in Earth's history, constructed during the closing chapters of the Upper Paleolithic period, approximately 10,000 BCE. This was a time of dramatic global transformation, as our planet was slowly emerging from the grip of the last ice age. The changing climate was reshaping landscapes, altering ecosystems, and forcing human populations to adapt to new environmental conditions. To truly grasp the staggering antiquity of Göbekli Tepe, consider this. When the ancient Egyptians began constructing the Great Pyramid of Giza around 2500 BCE, Göbekli Tepe had already been deliberately buried under thousands of tons of earth for 7 millennia. The site predates pottery, metallurgy, and the invention of the wheel. It was built roughly 6,000 years before the first cuneiform writing appeared in Mesopotamia, and approximately 7,500 years before the founding of Rome. The southeastern region of modern-day Turkey, where Göbekli Tepe stands, was experiencing significant environmental changes during this period. The area was transitioning from a cooler, drier climate to warmer, more humid conditions. This shift created fertile grounds where wild grains naturally flourished, particularly on the hillsides of the Fertile Crescent. These environmental conditions would later prove crucial for the development of agriculture. The site's construction coincided with what archaeologists call the pre-pottery Neolithic A period, PPNA, a time when humans were still primarily hunter-gatherers, but were beginning to experiment with settling in one place for longer periods. This era represents a crucial transition in human history, the period between a purely nomadic lifestyle and the emergence of settled agricultural communities. What makes this historical context particularly remarkable is that Göbekli Tepe was built before the advent of many technologies we typically associate with monumental architecture. The builders had no metal tools, no beasts of burden, and no wheeled vehicles. They worked exclusively with stone, bone, and wooden implements, yet managed to create structures that would not be surpassed in scale and complexity for thousands of years. This temporal placement of Göbekli Tepe forces us to reconsider the traditional narrative of human civilization's development. Rather than a linear progression from simple hunter-gatherers to farmers to civilization builders, the site suggests that complex social organization and monumental architecture may have preceded and perhaps even catalyzed the development of agriculture and settled life. The historical significance of Göbekli Tepe cannot be overstated. It represents a time when humans were making the fundamental transition from being passive participants in their environment to active shapers of their world, laying the groundwork for all future civilizations. The builders of Göbekli Tepe represent one of archaeology's most fascinating mysteries. These prehistoric craftspeople, engineers, and organizers challenge our entire conception of early human capabilities. Let's paint a picture of these remarkable individuals who gathered each spring when wild grains blossomed on the hillsides of ancient Anatolia. These people were not simple hunter-gatherers as we once imagined. Evidence suggests they were highly skilled artisans and project managers who could mobilize hundreds, perhaps thousands, of workers in a coordinated effort. Without any metal tools, using only stone implements, they quarried, carved, and transported massive limestone blocks weighing up to 20 tons each. These master craftsmen shaped these enormous stones into T-shaped pillars, reaching heights of 20 feet, an engineering feat that would be challenging even with modern technology. The workforce likely consisted of different specialized groups. The master stone carvers would have required years of training to develop their skills, passing their knowledge from one generation to the next. These artisans created not just structural elements, but also intricate relief carvings of animals, abstract symbols, and anthropomorphic figures that hint at a complex symbolic understanding of their world. The site also needed project planners and coordinators who could orchestrate the logistics of construction. These leaders would have been responsible for organizing labor, ensuring food supplies for workers, and overseeing the precise placement of massive stone pillars. This level of organization suggests a sophisticated social hierarchy and system of leadership previously thought impossible for pre-agricultural societies. The builders would have included stone quarriers who understood the properties of limestone and knew how to extract it efficiently. Transport specialists would have devised methods to move these enormous stones across significant distances, possibly using wooden rollers and ropes made from plant fibers or animal hide. The feat required not just physical strength, but also sophisticated knowledge of physics and engineering principles. Food providers would have been crucial to sustaining this massive operation. These hunter-gatherers would have needed to supply enough sustenance for hundreds of workers, suggesting highly efficient hunting and gathering techniques and possibly early experiments with plant cultivation. Religious or spiritual leaders likely played a central role, given the site's apparent ceremonial nature. These individuals would have guided the symbolic aspects of construction, determining the placement and meaning of the intricate carvings that adorned the pillars. Perhaps most remarkably, these people possessed an architectural vision that spanned generations. The construction of Göbekli Tepe wasn't completed in a single season or even a single lifetime. This suggests they had developed methods to transmit complex information about construction techniques and design plans across generations, all without the benefit of written language. These ancient builders were not the primitive people we once imagined, but sophisticated engineers, artists, and organizers who created one of humanity's first great monuments. Their achievement forces us to completely reconsider what early humans were capable of and suggests that the roots of complex human society reach far deeper into our past than previously thought. The technological achievements demonstrated at Göbekli Tepe represent a level of sophistication that has revolutionized our understanding of prehistoric human capabilities. The site showcases a remarkable array of engineering and artistic innovations that were far ahead of their time, challenging our preconceptions about Stone Age technology. The most striking technological achievement is their mastery of stoneworking. Using only stone tools, primarily flint and obsidian, these ancient craftspeople managed to quarry, shape, and polish massive limestone blocks with remarkable precision. They developed sophisticated techniques for creating perfectly smooth surfaces on limestone, a feat that modern stoneworkers typically achieve using metal tools. This required not just technical skill, but also a deep understanding of stone properties and how different materials interact. The construction of the iconic T-shaped pillars represents a masterclass in prehistoric engineering. These monoliths, weighing up to 20 tons and standing up to 20 feet tall, required complex knowledge of physics and structural engineering. The builders developed methods to calculate load-bearing capabilities and perfect balance points, ensuring these massive structures would remain standing for millennia. They also created innovative techniques for stone extraction, including cutting precise angles and creating controlled breaks in the limestone quarries. The artistic technologies employed at Göbekli Tepe were equally impressive. The craftspeople developed methods for creating high-relief and low-relief carvings with extraordinary detail. They mastered the art of depth perception in stone carving, creating three-dimensional effects that bring their animal figures to life. The precision of these carvings suggests they had developed specialized tools and techniques for fine detail work, possibly including stone chisels of varying sizes and hardnesses. Another technological breakthrough was their system for moving and positioning massive stones. Without wheels or domesticated animals, they developed sophisticated methods of transportation, possibly including wooden rollers, sledges, and leveraging systems. They may have used ramps and pulleys made from organic materials that haven't survived, showing an advanced understanding of mechanical advantage. The site also reveals evidence of advanced planning and architectural design. The builders developed methods for ensuring precise alignment of structures, possibly using astronomical observations. They created techniques for leveling ground surfaces and establishing stable foundations, crucial for supporting such massive structures. Their knowledge of geometry and spatial relationships is evident in the precise circular arrangements of the pillars. The regular spacing and careful alignment suggest they had developed measuring tools and systems for maintaining consistency across large distances. The building's orientation to cardinal directions and celestial events indicates they had also developed methods for astronomical observation and measurement. The preservation techniques they employed were remarkably advanced. They developed methods for protecting stone surfaces from weathering and created drainage systems to prevent water damage. Perhaps most intriguingly, they eventually developed sophisticated techniques for intentionally burying the entire complex, preserving it for future generations. Tool-making technology at Göbekli Tepe was highly advanced for its time. Archaeological evidence shows they created specialized stone tools for different purposes: cutting tools, scraping tools, drilling implements, and polishing stones. They understood how to knapp flint to create precise edges and how to maintain these tools for extended use. One of the most remarkable aspects of their technological achievement is that all this was accomplished without any writing system to record and transmit knowledge. They developed sophisticated methods for passing technical information from generation to generation through practical demonstration and oral tradition, creating what must have been a highly organized system of apprenticeship and training. The technological achievements at Göbekli Tepe force us to radically revise our timeline of human technological development. These innovations demonstrate that complex engineering and construction techniques emerged far earlier than previously thought, suggesting that the capabilities of our prehistoric ancestors were far more sophisticated than we once believed. The question that continues to captivate archaeologists and historians isn't just how they achieved these technological feats, but what inspired them to develop such advanced methods in the first place. What drove these early humans to push the boundaries of what was possible with Stone Age technology, creating innovations that would not be surpassed for thousands of years? The construction and maintenance of Göbekli Tepe presented a series of monumental challenges that continue to puzzle archaeologists and historians. These challenges not only test our understanding of prehistoric human capabilities, but also raise profound questions about early social organization and religious motivation. The first and perhaps most daunting challenge was workforce organization. Conservative estimates suggest that hundreds of workers would have been needed simultaneously to quarry, transport, and erect the massive stone pillars. This raises several critical questions about social organization in a pre-agricultural society. How did they maintain labor discipline and coordinate complex construction tasks without a written language? Archaeological evidence suggests they must have developed sophisticated systems of verbal communication and visual demonstration to convey complex engineering concepts. They likely established a hierarchy of skilled workers, apprentices and laborers, creating one of humanity's first specialized workforce systems. The logistics of feeding such a large workforce presents another fascinating puzzle. In an era before agriculture, how did they provide enough food for hundreds of workers engaged in heavy physical labor? Several theories have emerged. They may have developed intensive hunting and gathering strategies with dedicated groups responsible for food procurement, while others worked on construction. They might have practiced early forms of plant management, encouraging the growth of wild cereals in the surrounding areas. Evidence suggests they might have organized large-scale hunting expeditions, using the gathered workforce to drive and trap game animals. The transportation challenge seems almost insurmountable by Stone Age standards. Moving stones weighing up to 20 tons across significant distances required innovative solutions. They likely developed sophisticated wooden roller systems. They might have used sledges on prepared pathways. They possibly created temporary ramps and leveraging systems. They must have developed methods for calculating optimal routes and organizing teams of workers for synchronized movement. The engineering challenges were equally formidable. Without modern tools or mathematical notation, they needed to ensure proper foundation preparation to support massive weights, develop methods for keeping pillars perfectly vertical, create systems for precise alignment of structures, design stable support structures during construction, solve complex balance and stability problems. Weather and seasonal challenges also had to be managed. Construction likely occurred primarily during dry seasons, requiring careful planning and coordination with hunting and gathering activities. They needed to develop methods to protect incomplete work from weather damage during inactive periods. Perhaps the most perplexing challenge of all is the deliberate burial of the site. After investing enormous resources and effort in construction, why did they methodically cover the entire complex with thousands of tons of earth? Several theories attempt to explain this mysterious decision. The burial might have been part of a planned religious ceremony or ritual cycle. They might have recognized the need to protect the structures from weathering. The burial might reflect a significant change in religious or social practices. The burial could represent a deliberate ending of one cultural phase to begin another. The maintenance of such a large complex would have presented ongoing challenges: regular repair and upkeep of structures, management of drainage and erosion, protection from weathering and natural degradation, ongoing modification and expansion of the complex. Resource management would have been crucial: securing adequate stone supplies from quarries, maintaining tool supplies and developing new tools as needed, managing finite resources like high-quality flint for carving tools, balancing resource use between construction and survival needs. These challenges and their solutions provide valuable insights into the sophisticated problem-solving capabilities of our prehistoric ancestors. The fact that they overcame these enormous obstacles without written language, metal tools, or domesticated animals forces us to reconsider our assumptions about prehistoric human capabilities and social organization. The most remarkable aspect is perhaps not just that they faced these challenges, but that they chose to face them. What motivated these people to undertake such a massive project? The answer to this question might lie in the power of religious belief and the human drive to create something transcendent, suggesting that complex spiritual and social organization preceded the development of agriculture and settled civilization. Göbekli Tepe stands as a profound testament to human ingenuity and capability, fundamentally transforming our understanding of prehistoric societies. The site teaches us that our ancestors possessed far greater technological and organizational abilities than previously assumed, challenging the traditional narrative of human development. The most striking lesson from Göbekli Tepe is the revelation that complex social organization and monumental architecture preceded agriculture. This discovery inverts our long-held assumptions about the sequence of human development. Rather than agriculture leading to social complexity and religious organization, the evidence suggests that the human need for communal gathering and ritual space may have been the catalyst that drove the development of agriculture and settled civilization. The site demonstrates that the capacity for large-scale cooperation and sophisticated planning existed long before we developed writing systems or metal tools. This reveals that human cognitive abilities and social organizational skills were fully developed thousands of years earlier than previously believed. Our ancestors were not simple nomads struggling for survival, but creative beings capable of imagining and executing monumental projects that would influence generations to come. Another crucial lesson lies in the power of shared beliefs and communal purpose. The immense effort required to build Göbekli Tepe suggests that spiritual or religious motivation can be a powerful force for technological and social innovation. The site shows us that humans have long been driven by more than just basic survival needs. They have always sought to create meaning and connection through shared cultural and spiritual experiences. The sophisticated architectural and artistic elements at Göbekli Tepe teach us that aesthetic sensibility and symbolic thinking were well developed in early human societies. The complex iconography and careful architectural planning reveal that our ancestors possessed rich intellectual and spiritual lives, capable of abstract thought and long-term planning on a scale previously thought impossible for hunter-gatherer societies. Perhaps most importantly, Göbekli Tepe teaches us about the power of community. The site could only have been built through sustained cooperation among large groups of people, suggesting that the ability to work together toward common goals is deeply rooted in human nature. This cooperation would have required sophisticated systems of communication, shared values, and social organization, hallmarks of what we now recognize as civilization. The deliberate burial of the site offers another profound lesson about human society, that our ancestors understood the concept of legacy and preservation. Whether the burial was ritualistic or practical, it shows a level of forethought and planning that extends beyond immediate needs, demonstrating an awareness of time and heritage that we typically associate with much later societies. Göbekli Tepe also teaches us about the importance of questioning our assumptions in archaeological and historical research. The site's discovery and ongoing study remind us that our understanding of human history is constantly evolving, and that we must remain open to revising our theories in light of new evidence. The complex had lain buried for thousands of years, its secrets unknown, until modern archaeological techniques revealed its importance, suggesting that many more revelations about our past may still await discovery. The site's existence challenges us to reconsider not just what our ancestors were capable of, but what drove them to create such massive monuments. It suggests that the human need for meaning, community, and transcendence is not a recent development, but has been with us since the dawn of civilization. This understanding provides valuable insight into our own nature and the fundamental drives that shape human society. In our modern world of rapid technological advancement, Göbekli Tepe reminds us that innovation and complexity are not unique to our time. Our ancestors were capable of remarkable achievements with limited tools, driven by vision, determination, and collective effort. This humbling reminder of human potential and ingenuity serves as an inspiration for addressing our own contemporary challenges through cooperation and shared purpose. The mysteries of Göbekli Tepe continue to unfold with each new discovery, revealing fascinating details that challenge our understanding of prehistoric human capabilities. Let me share some of the most intriguing facts that make this archaeological site even more remarkable. The astronomical alignment of Göbekli Tepe's pillars represents one of its most fascinating features. Recent studies have revealed that these massive T-shaped monoliths were precisely positioned to align with significant celestial events. The central pillars of several enclosures appear to be oriented toward the rising point of Sirius, the brightest star visible from Earth. Other pillars show alignment with the positions of the Sun during solstices and equinoxes, suggesting that the builders possessed sophisticated astronomical knowledge and likely used the site as an ancient observatory. This astronomical precision indicates that our ancestors were careful sky watchers who incorporated celestial observations into their monumental architecture thousands of years before the famous alignments of Stonehenge were created. Perhaps one of the most puzzling aspects of Göbekli Tepe is its deliberate burial. Around 8000 BCE, the entire complex was methodically covered with approximately 500,000 cubic meters of earth and debris. This wasn't a natural accumulation over time. Evidence shows that this was a planned and organized effort, requiring as much coordination and labor as the site's initial construction. The earth used to bury the site appears to have been brought from elsewhere, suggesting a massive communal effort to preserve or ritually close the complex. This intentional burial actually helped preserve the site, protecting the delicate limestone pillars and their carvings from erosion and weathering for thousands of years. The scale of Göbekli Tepe's unexplored potential is staggering. Despite its importance to human history, only about 5% of the entire site has been excavated so far. Geomagnetic surveys have revealed at least 20 more circular enclosures buried beneath the surface, waiting to be unearthed. Each newly excavated area has provided surprising discoveries, suggesting that the site may hold many more secrets. The limited excavation is partly deliberate. Archaeologists are proceeding carefully to preserve the site's integrity and develop better techniques for studying and preserving the artifacts they uncover. One of the most remarkable discoveries near Göbekli Tepe was evidence of the world's oldest known beer production. Archaeologists found residues of fermented beverages in stone vessels dating back approximately 13,000 years. This discovery predates the previously known earliest beer production by several thousand years. The vessels contain traces of oxalate and calcium, telltale chemical markers of beer fermentation, along with evidence of barley starches. This finding suggests that our ancestors were producing ceremonial beverages even before the development of agriculture, possibly using wild-growing grains. The discovery has led some researchers to propose the beer before bread hypothesis, suggesting that the desire for fermented beverages might have been one of the motivations for early humans to begin cultivating grains. Additional fascinating details about Göbekli Tepe include the discovery of the world's oldest known figurative sculpture, a carved human head dating back roughly 12,000 years. The site also contains the earliest known depiction of a narrative scene in stone relief, showing various animals interacting in what appears to be a storytelling format. Archaeologists have also found evidence of advanced tool-making workshops, suggesting the site served as a center for technological innovation. The limestone pillars at Göbekli Tepe contain carved reliefs of numerous animal species that no longer exist in the region, providing valuable information about the ancient environment and climate of southeastern Turkey. These carvings include depictions of lions, aurochs, extinct wild cattle, and various species of birds and reptiles, offering a unique window into the biodiversity of the region during the early Holocene period. Recent analysis of the site's layout suggests it might have been used for acoustic ceremonies. The arrangement of the pillars and walls creates interesting acoustic properties, with some enclosures appearing to amplify and focus sound in specific ways. This has led to speculation about the role of sound and music in prehistoric ritual practices at the site. These remarkable discoveries remind us that Göbekli Tepe continues to surprise us with new insights into our ancient past, challenging our preconceptions about prehistoric human capabilities and the origins of civilization itself. Göbekli Tepe represents far more than just another archaeological discovery. It stands as a revolutionary milestone that has fundamentally transformed our understanding of human civilization's origins. This remarkable site has shattered our previous assumptions about prehistoric human capabilities and forced us to completely rewrite the narrative of how human society developed. The significance of Göbekli Tepe extends far beyond its impressive stone pillars and intricate carvings. It provides compelling evidence that our ancestors were capable of complex social organization, sophisticated engineering, and abstract thinking thousands of years earlier than previously believed. This discovery challenges the conventional wisdom that civilization emerged as a gradual process following the development of agriculture. Instead, it suggests that our journey toward civilization was driven by deeper spiritual and social needs that preceded our transition to farming communities. The site continues to yield new insights with each passing year, revealing layer upon layer of human ingenuity and achievement. Its existence proves that the story of human development is far more nuanced and complex than we once imagined. The carefully planned architecture, the precise astronomical alignments, and the sophisticated artistic expressions all point to a level of cultural and intellectual sophistication that forces us to reassess everything we thought we knew about our prehistoric ancestors. Perhaps most importantly, Göbekli Tepe reminds us that we are still in the early stages of understanding our own past. With only 5% of the site excavated, we stand at the threshold of potentially even more groundbreaking discoveries. Each new finding adds another piece to the puzzle of human civilization's emergence, suggesting that our journey from hunter-gatherers to builders of monuments was far more intricate and fascinating than previously imagined. This site serves as a humbling reminder that our ancestors were not simple primitives, but complex beings capable of imagination, organization, and the creation of monumental works that would stand the test of time. Their achievement challenges us to question our assumptions about human potential and capabilities, regardless of the era or technological limitations. As we conclude this exploration of Göbekli Tepe, we must acknowledge that we are merely scratching the surface of understanding this remarkable site and its implications for human history. The questions it raises about human civilization's origins continue to inspire new research and challenge our perspectives about our shared past. If you've found yourself captivated by the mysteries of Göbekli Tepe, you're not alone. This archaeological wonder continues to fascinate experts and history enthusiasts alike, promising more revelations with each new discovery. To stay informed about the latest findings and explore more fascinating chapters of human history, make sure to like this video and share it with others who share your passion for archaeology and ancient history. Don't forget to subscribe to the Dawn of Humankind channel, where we regularly explore groundbreaking archaeological discoveries and delve into the most intriguing mysteries of our ancient past. Hit the notification bell to ensure you don't miss our upcoming videos featuring more extraordinary archaeological discoveries that continue to reshape our understanding of human civilization. Join our growing community of history enthusiasts as we continue to uncover and explore the remarkable achievements of our ancestors. Together, we'll journey through time to understand the remarkable story of human civilization, one discovery at a time. Remember, every like, share, and subscription helps us bring these fascinating stories of human history to a wider audience, sparking curiosity and wonder about our shared past. The story of Göbekli Tepe reminds us that there are still countless mysteries waiting to be uncovered beneath the Earth's surface. Who knows what other revolutionary discoveries might be waiting to reshape our understanding of human history once again? Stay tuned to find out as we continue our journey through the fascinating world of ancient archaeology and human achievement.